General introduction. Everyone without exception is struggling to gain happiness. The first step in attaining this goal is to overcome present unhappiness. From small individual affairs to history-making global events, everything is an expression of human lives which are constantly striving to become happier. How then can happiness be attained? Every person feels happy when his desire is fulfilled. The word desire, however, is apt to be misinterpreted. This is because everyone is now living in circumstances which can drive desire in the direction of evil rather than in the direction of goodness. The desire which results in unrighteousness does not come from the original mind of man. That is one's inmost self which delights in the law of God. The path to happiness is reached by overcoming the desire which leads to evil and by following the desire which pursues goodness. Man's original mind knows that evil desire will lead only to unhappiness and misery. This is the reality of human life. Man gropes in the shadow of death as he searches for the light of life. Has any man, by pursuing evil desire, been able to find the happiness in which his original mind could take delight? The answer is no. Whenever man attains the object of evil desire, he feels conscience-stricken. When parents teach their children to do evil, or a teacher instructs his students to pursue unrighteousness, again the answer must be no. It is the nature of man's original mind to hate evil and to exalt goodness. In the lives of religious men, we can see an intense and relentless struggle to attain goodness by following the desire of the original mind only. Yet since the beginning of time, no man has completely followed his original mind. For this reason, the Bible says, "None is righteous, no, not one. No one understands, no one seeks for God." Romans chapter 3, verse 10 to 11. The Apostle Paul, who was faced with such wretchedness of heart, said in Lamentation, "For I delight in the law of God in my inmost self, but I see in my members another law at war with the law of my mind, making me captive to the law of sin which dwells in my members, wretched man that I am." Romans chapter 7, verses 22 to 24. There is a great contradiction in man. Within the same individual, the power of the original mind, which desires goodness, is at violent war against the power of the wicked mind, which desires evil. All life, all matter is doomed to destruction as long as it contains such a contradiction. Every man who contains such a contradiction within himself lives on the brink of destruction. Can it be that man was created with such a contradiction? The answer again is no. Nothing could ever have been created with such an inherent contradiction. The contradiction therefore must have developed in man after the creation. In Christianity, we call this development the fall of man. Due to his fall, man is always near the point of destruction. For this reason, he makes a desperate effort to remove the contradiction by following the good desire of his original mind and repelling the evil desire of his wicked mind. To the grief of mankind, the ultimate solution to the problem of good and evil has not yet been reached. Regarding the doctrines of theism and atheism, if one of the two should be judged good, the other must be evil. Yet we have not reached a theory of an absolute nature concerning the problem of good and evil. Moreover, men will remain entirely ignorant of the answers to many fundamental questions, such as, what is the original mind, the source of good desire? What was the origin of the wicked mind, which caused evil desire? What was the fundamental cause of the fall, which permitted man to embody such contradiction? Before being able to lead a good life, by following the good desire of the original mind and repelling evil desire, it is necessary to overcome ignorance and be able to distinguish between good and evil. Seen from the viewpoint of knowledge, the human fall signifies man's descent into the darkness of ignorance. Since man consists of two aspects, internal and external, or spiritual and physical, there are also two aspects of knowledge, internal and external, and two aspects of ignorance, internal and external. Internal ignorance in the religious sense means spiritual ignorance, that is, ignorance of the answers to such questions as, what is man's origin? What is the purpose of his life? Do God and the next world exist? What are good and evil? External ignorance is ignorance of physical reality. That is, ignorance concerning the natural world, which includes the human body. Also ignorance of such questions as, what is the basis of the material world? According to which natural laws do all physical phenomena occur? From the earliest dawn of history to the present, men have constantly and earnestly searched for the truth with which to overcome this ignorance and restore the light of knowledge. Man has struggled to discover internal truth through the way of religion. Science has been the path taken toward the discovery of external truth. Religion and science have been the methods of searching for the two aspects of truth in order to overcome the two aspects of ignorance and restore the two aspects of knowledge. The day must come when religion and science advance in one united way, so that man may enjoy eternal happiness, completely liberated from ignorance and directed toward goodness, which is what the original mind desires. Then mutual understanding will occur between the two aspects of truth, the internal and the external.